Hi friends, welcome to Sandoz World. I am Sandosh Chako. Today you are watching Abu Dhabi. Ahlan wa sahlan is the Arabic welcome greeting, and Abu Dhabi extends a warm and sincere welcome to all. From 2008 to 2016, I have worked here in Abu Dhabi. These are some video clips I took while I am traveling to my duty site, Petroleum Institute. About 4 years I worked here under ADNOC, and Petroleum Institute belongs to ADNOC. I love this country. The big citizens are very friendly. Abu Dhabi is the capital city of United Arab Emirates. 7 Emirates join together to form UAE. The Emirates are Abu Dhabi, the capital, Dubai, Sharjah, Fujairah, Ras Al Khaimah, Al Quwain, and Ajman. Hospitality is one of the most treasured values of Arabic culture and lies at the heart of their desire to open their doors and welcome international travelers. They believe that tourism can play an important role in promoting friendship, goodwill, and understanding. Abu Dhabi has a wealth of attractions to fascinate and tempt visitors. The Emirate brings together the ancient culture and heritage of Arabia with cosmopolitan in a clean and safe environment, offering a distinctive blend of East and West. Abu Dhabi has always been a special place, but until recently it remained an undiscovered jewel. Today, more and more overseas visitors are experiencing the magic of this unique and captivating destination. In Abu Dhabi we can see many different monuments and places. In this video now you watch the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque. The Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque, a now inspiring sight as you enter the city, is to be one of the largest in the world. It was a project of the late Sheikh Zayed, so many were saddened that he didn't see it finished. Sheikh Zayed's funeral was the first ceremony to be held here. Abu Dhabi, the capital of the United Arab Emirates, is one of the world's most modern cities. Rapid development has been transformed from mud huts to skyscrapers in little over half a century. The UAE sits on the northeastern part of the Arabian Peninsula, bordered by Saudi Arabia to the south and west and by Oman to the east and north. The country is made up of 7 emirates, of which Abu Dhabi is by far the largest, occupying over 80% of the landmass. These are the 2 major cities within the emirate: Abu Dhabi, which is the capital of UAE, and Al Ain, which lies at the foot of Hajar Mountains on the border with Oman. The island city of Abu Dhabi is a lush, modern metropolis complete with tree-lined streets, futuristic skyscrapers, huge shopping malls, and international luxury hotels. The city is surrounded by the sparkling azure waters of the Arabian Gulf, which offer a striking contrast to the large parks and green that spread across the island. From its origin as a center for pearl diving and fishing, Abu Dhabi has developed at breakneck speed to become a truly 21st century city. Built on a grid system running from a central T, the city is easy to navigate. The T is formed by the Corniche, which runs along the end of the island farthest from the mainland, and the airport road, which runs the length of the island. Roads parallel to the Corniche have odd numbers. The Corniche is the first street, and roads running vertically have even numbers: Airport Road, 2nd Street, 4th Street, 6th Street, etc., leading off to the east, and 24th Street, 26th Street, etc., to the west. In weather, perpetual sun and clear blue skies, that's the best way to describe Abu Dhabi's weather. Because of its location, the city has a subtropical arid climate that is blistering in the height of the summer months. The rainfall is infrequent, but when it does happen, it doesn't last for a long, and with the exception of Al Ain, is normally a winter phenomenon, November to March. Temperatures range from a low of ground 10 degrees centigrade on a winter's night to a high of 48 degrees centigrade. As an island, Abu Dhabi becomes very humid in the hottest months, that is July, August and September. The history of Abu Dhabi makes for a great to richest tale. From a humble Bedouin's beginning, it has become one of the world's richest and most forward-thinking cities. Evidence of settlements have been found around Jabal Afith near Al Ain and on the island of Nar near Abu Dhabi city dating back to between 3000 and 2000 BC. Abu Dhabi's history really begins with the Beni Bedouin tribe, who are known to have been in the area along the coast by the 16th century. 8.5 years I worked here in Abu Dhabi. At that time, 3 years I worked at Oman also. At Oman I worked at Statis Center Abu Dhabi, Institute of Applied Technology Al Ain, and Eastern Motors, that is the service, the sales and service of Mercedes-Benz and Jeep vehicles. At that time when I worked there 8.5 years, 3 years in Abu Dhabi, in Al Ain, the rest in different parts of Abu Dhabi, that is Madina Said Gas Cavern here, 3 years, 4 years ADNOC Petrol Institute, etc. The late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan was revered by his peers and adored by the public. Over the 33 years of his role, he was responsible for the major developments in the region's economy and was the pioneer of extending privileges to expatriates from job opportunities to property buying power. In 1939, Sheikh Shahbood bin Sultan Al Nahyan granted concessions to a British company to search for oil, but the huge offshore oil reserves were not discovered until 1958. Exports began 4 years later, launching Abu Dhabi on its way to incredible wealth. After Sheikh Shahbood's rule, in 1966, the Al Ain governor, Honorable Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, became the ruler of Abu Dhabi, UAE. In 1971, the British announced that they would withdraw from the region, and the ruling sheikhs realized that by joining forces they would have a stronger regional and global voice. And so the Federation of United Arab Emirates was created, excluding the Emirate of Ras Al Khaimah, which joined in 1972. Sheikh Zayed was elected as the first president, and a position he held until his death in 2004. Under the Federation, the Emirates all maintained a certain degree of autonomy, and the revenue granted by Abu Dhabi's mass oil reserves allowed Sheikh Zayed to undertake a program of massive development within its own emirate. He was much loved and is acknowledged as a father of the nation. India's father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi; UAE father of nation, Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan. He died in 2004, and his graveyard is near the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque. We can see the graveyard there. If your image of Abu Dhabi is one of the empty desert traveling by camel and dusty souks, then you will be in for a shock, because of this is one of the world's fastest developing cities. Abu Dhabi is really one of the world's most groundbreakingly modern cities. That is not to say that the whole island is covered in skyscrapers. Much of it is occupied by villas and low-level buildings, but the further towards the Corniche you go, the higher the buildings and the more interesting and daring the architecture. Nothing else stands still, and future developments promise an even more exciting skyline. In Abu Dhabi, we can see the main places: the Abu Dhabi International Airport, Abu Dhabi National Exhibition Center, Al Ghuraim Resort and Spa, Al Husn Palace, Al Raha, the Central Market, Corniche, the Gate. The gate located near Saysar Sports City and Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque will be halfway between the Central Business District and Abu Dhabi Airport. Split into landslide and waterside areas, the development will include a 5-star hotel, apartments and mall, Khaldia Mall, Lulu Island. Lulu Island is the man-made island that is situated next to the breakwater and faces the Corniche. Marina Mall, the second phase of the Marina Mall is the big mall in Abu Dhabi. Saadiyat Island, Shams Abu Dhabi, Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque, Said Sports City, Al Ain, etc. Abu Dhabi's architecture may be modern and international, but its culture is firmly rooted in the Islamic traditions of Arabia. This is the epitome of Middle East meets modern West. The UAE's culture is tolerant and welcoming, and visitors are sure to be charmed by the genuine friendliness of the people. Abu Dhabi is a melting pot of nationalities and cultures, all of which are embraced without losing the culture and national identity. We can see about 240 nationalities in Abu Dhabi. Islam is the official religion in UAE and is widely practiced. Abu Dhabi is home to a multitude of activities, sights and excitements for visitors. You can enjoy a high level of luxury and heritage in this bustling island city, but without the crowds. A land of contrast. Between the calm green gardens, high-rise apartment blocks, elegant fountains, stunning corniche and luxury villas is a city brimming with the vibrancy. Abu Dhabi is growing rapidly and its evolution from quiet village to thriving metropolis has been remarkable. A testament to the vision of the late Sheikh Zayed and the energy and drive of its people. The high-rise central business district is home to imaginatively designed buildings which provide a dramatic backdrop to the Corniche area. The Corniche itself is designed for play with beautiful parks, walkways, cycle paths and picnic areas, are bordering the turquoise waters of Arabian Gulf. Further inland, the high rises make a way for beautiful villas, low-rise apartment blocks and quieter tree-lined streets. While I was in Abu Dhabi, usually we go to Corniche for exercise and for walking. There is a long strip, kilometers for near the sea, and it is very beautiful and very silent to walk there. Where most of the nationalities came there to walk and exercise, and it's a good scene, a good sight for resting, sitting and walking, etc. Now we are watching that green building is Abu Dhabi bus station. That green building is Abu Dhabi bus station. The central point of Abu Dhabi, that's Abu Dhabi bus station. And backside we can see Al Wada Mall, Millennium building, etc. And this is the time when a night drive after my work. I went to Electra Street. There's a cinema theater, Electra, where I saw that Mammootty film Pramani at that time. And after that I entered into a taxi and I am going to my flat. After that signal, about half kilometer away, I stayed there in a flat. I forgot the name of the building, but third floor, room number 301. Only 1 kilometer distance to Al Wada Mall, Al Bustan Stadium, and this Abu Dhabi bus station, etc. You can also see the Abu Dhabi's largest mall in this video. That is Marina Mall. Marina Mall is the largest Abu Dhabi's largest mall. Its beautiful setting on breakwater gives it an advantage over other shopping destinations. Home to the capital's branch of IKEA and with more distant boutiques than you could shake a diamond uncrusted streak. And Marina Mall is always busy. It is also home to plenty of restaurants and coffee shops where busy shoppers can take a break. And Abu Dhabi Mall, tourist club area, we can see the Abu Dhabi Mall. This is one of the main attractions on the Abu Dhabi shopping scene and a must visit whether you are looking for a postcard or a Persian carpet. It houses over 200 retail outlets and sees around 26,000 visitors each day. There are restaurants on every floor and a huge multi-screen cinema complex and a children's play area, making it much more than just a shopping destination. Each emirate has its own distinct character. Dubai is a glitzy tourist hotspot. Sharjah is the undisputed cultural capital, and Fujairah is home to breathtakingly beautiful landscapes. The 6 other emirates which make up the UAE lie to the north of Abu Dhabi and only occupy 30% of the country's landmass. Dubai, Sharjah, Ajman, Al Quwain and Ras Al Khaimah lie on the west coast and on the east coast. Dubai. About Dubai. Dubai is the place that the whole world is talking about. Although its is a super busy construction hotspot. It is still a fascinating place to visit. Among all the cranes and almost complete high rises, you will find a selection of world's most luxurious hotels, some amazing leisure facilities, several stunning beaches, etc. There are also a number of world-renowned events worth checking out, including the Rugby Sevens in December, Tennis Championship in February, the World Cup horse racing also in March. Then, of course, there is the shopping, which is among the best in the world. Sharjah. About Sharjah, although infamous for its traffic congestion, Sharjah is a fascinating place that should be on every visitor's. In 1998, UNESCO named Sharjah the cultural capital of the Arab world for its commitment to art, culture, and preserving its traditional heritage. The museums are very well presented. The souks have more authentic feel than many other Emirates. About Ajman, Ajman is the smallest emirate. And now we are watching inside the Marina Mall. This is Marina Mall. The Marina Mall is a luxurious mall located in the Corniche. Ajman is the smallest emirate with some good beaches and a Corniche. It's home to some of the region's largest, though, building yards and old souk, both of which will take you back in a simple way of life. And about Mulkaven is a quiet emirate where life hasn't changed much over. But quiet doesn't mean boring, since the sheltered waters of the large lagoon are popular for water sports. About Ras Al Khaimah is the most northern of the 7 Emirates and boasts what is probably the best scenery in the country. Fujairah is the youngest of 7 Emirates and is the only city on the east coast. And this is a scene that after my duty, Petroleum Institute, morning shift, evening shift, and night shift. This is after night evening shift. Evening shift ends about 6 o'clock. 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock night. And after that, I was traveling to my flat. And Abu Dhabi is a wonderful place, and I am very lucky to work here for about 8.5 years. I forgot to tell about Heritage Village. The Heritage Village offers an interesting glimpse into the country's past. It is the best way to get a feel of what life was like in Abu Dhabi years ago, long before the discovery of oil and subsequent development. Learn more about traditional crafts directly from local craftsmen who are happy to show you how it's done. It is a fantastic place to shop for souvenirs, whether you take home an authentic piece of pottery or a handful of exotic spices. Wander around the Heritage Village at leisure and observe local men and women sharing their skills in traditional crafts. Enjoy a lunch break in one of the many food items inside the impressive Marina Mall. Flight time from Mumbai to Abu Dhabi, it will take 3 hours, and from Trivandrum to Abu Dhabi, it will take about 4 hours. And for a visiting visa, it is very easy to take a visiting visa, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, like that. We can take a visiting visa and watch this, see this UAE, United Arab Emirates. By taking any visa, Dubai visa or Abu Dhabi visa, we can go almost over all around these places, because there is no block in between these Emirates. Those who have visited Dubai visa can go to Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, Fujairah. Anyone can go to almost all parts of these Emirates. Thank you for all watching. I am Santosh Chako. Thank you for watching Sandoz World. I will come again with new other videos, agricultural videos, animal husbandry videos, traveling, cooking, etc. Thank you once again for watching my videos and subscribing. Please subscribe and like my videos. Thank you all again for watching this video. Sandoz World. I am Santosh Chako.